today I want us to talk about the idea of the matrix. You may have heard some people claim that we live in a matrix. The idea that we live in a matrix simply means that the reality that which we live in is a controlled reality. It's not that you are here, but you have the perception that you are here. The idea is that you are somewhere else, but you are projecting your consciousness to this reality and therefore creating this reality. In other terms, we can say that it's like playing a video game. You know, when you play a video game, the characters in the computer are not there, but they are seen to be there. So when you are here in this planet, you think that you are really here, but you are not here. It's only your consciousness which is here playing this game. And therefore, the idea of living in a matrix simply means that you are not everything which you see around here. Around you is not real. Now, when we say that everything is made up of energy, you know, in science we say energy cannot be destroyed or created, but maybe it can be changed to different forms. And therefore, the idea of living in a matrix simply means that the reality which is here is a reality which you are creating yourself. So where are you if you are not here, if you are not in this reality that you are interacting with? You are in another dimension or in another realm of reality, and you are projecting your consciousness here to play this game, to be here, to interact. The idea of the matrix is to allow you to learn lessons through the creation of duality. Duality is where you have maybe positive and negative, or male and female. That is what we refer to as duality, or positive and negative. And also the idea of polarity. The idea of polarity means we have both positive, negative, and
I have a question to ask.
Yes.
So if you are projecting your reality through your consciousness, is there somebody who can project a reality that they are sick in the hospital and they are being administered drugs?
Yeah, of course.
Why don't I choose now, if I'm projecting my reality, that let me project my reality that I'm not unwell, so that I don't spend a lot of money?
Yeah, of course, that is something you can create. You know, the reality that you experience is created from your thoughts. Everything which you see around you is just your thought. So when you have the thought that maybe you are unwell or your body is not okay, then the reality of your body not being okay is created. Yeah.
I'm also asking, what happens of the issue, for instance,
Yes.
when people go get unwell,
Yes.
many times you get unwell without your knowledge. You are not aware that you are unwell. Okay?
Yeah.
When, God forbid, when somebody passes on,
Yeah.
they do an autopsy, probably, or an investigation on the cause of death.
Yeah.
Because even the deceased or whoever, the patient, is not aware what is ailing them.
Yeah.
It's upon the doctor to investigate through lab test what is causing this. So the lab tests are also a projection of reality, not concrete things.
Yeah, sometimes maybe you can fall sick and you are not aware that you are falling sick.
Yes.
And then we say that the reality which we create is from our mind or our thoughts. And the mind, we have the conscious mind, which is the mind which you are aware of what you are doing.
Yes.
And you have the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind exists, and maybe you are not aware, but it stores all the information that you have already experienced. So all the information maybe from your childhood are stored in your subconscious mind. And maybe you are not aware about it. And in this subconscious mind, maybe you already stored information about this sickness. And therefore this sickness will eventually manifest because it's already in your subconscious mind. You have also talked about maybe if when someone dies, you know, death is not a reality, because we have said you are here, but your wholeness is not here. It's only a portion of your consciousness which is here.
Yeah, okay.
So when you die, it is that portion of your consciousness which is recalled back to the whole of your consciousness. And therefore, you are not dead because you were projecting yourself here. You have just existed, that you have just removed yourself from here to your whole consciousness. So, because when you say that you are dying, this body, you know, you are not using this body. This body is not you. The body is just using your consciousness to experience the reality.
To experience the reality.
Yeah, so I am not my body. But my body is using my consciousness so that it can experience this reality.
Now, where did this body come from?
This body.
Because it's not my reality.
Yes.
This body is not my reality. How did it merge my consciousness? Because we have so many bodies on the planet Earth, around 7 billion.
Yeah.
How did it choose this is the body I'm going to attach my consciousness to reveal my reality?
So before
to project.
Yeah. So before you come to this planet, you first choose your mission. Because you're saying your consciousness needs to learn maybe some lessons in this 3D. Maybe you need to learn patience. And when you come here, you need to project yourself in situations that will give you impatience, so that maybe you can learn to have patience. So before you come to this planet, you choose what you want to experience. You choose the body that you want to use. You choose your parents that you want to have life together. And therefore, because you are choosing your parents, you can choose parents maybe that will give you this reality of not having maybe patience, so that now you can learn through this impatience, you can learn to be patient. Because sometimes you see people, maybe they have differences with their parents, maybe they have difficult childhood. It's not that because the parents are this way, but it is because you chose this lesson to learn. And therefore, the people who you choose to interact with will give you these lessons. Yeah.
Okay, now I've got that side. And now, this is very interesting. This whole discussion about matrix is very interesting.
Yeah.
So a matrix is a creation, a projection of reality from somewhere else.
Yeah, true.
From somewhere else.
Yeah.
So we are here, we are a projection of consciousness from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Now the other side, where we are, from
in
where we are projecting from.
Yeah.
How did we exist in the other side?
Yeah, in the other side, you are also aware that you are there.
How did I exist there?
How did you exist there?
Yes.
Okay. There are different levels of existence itself. So from God, we have different divisions of the consciousness of God. So we have God there at the top. So everything is created from God.
Yeah, okay.
And then to different levels, we have like maybe 15 of them in our time matrix. Yeah.
Now it's getting very interesting.
Yeah.
Can I also say that this matrix somehow mirrors life after death beliefs of African traditional religion?
Yeah,
so
actually,
they believed that an ancestor somewhere is
Yeah.
watching over what is happening
Yeah.
somewhere. For example, throwing curses there, blessing people, punching offenders. So can it be that an ancestor is also a certain form of energy projecting on this matrix?
Yeah, of course. Actually, I like the idea of our traditional African beliefs, because our ancestors believed in life after death. They believed in reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
And actually, in this planet, we go through reincarnation. After you die, you go back to your consciousness, or you can call it heaven.
Yeah.
And then from heaven, you will choose another lesson to come and learn, and then you will reincarnate on this planet and have a different path, maybe a different mission. Yeah, so when we say that our ancestors protected us, is because sometimes the African traditional beliefs believe that they need to maybe soothe the ancestors so that they can have better experiences, they can protect them.
We appease them.
Yeah, it's because they know that the ancestors already exist in the other realm. And from the other realm, maybe they can send assistance to protect them.
Now, in connection
but
with this matrix,
also,
I'm also asking, in the name of this
that's
matrix.
my point. You know, also, when we say that the ancestors, you can also be your own ancestor. Because
I'm my own ancestor.
Because you are reincarnating in this planet. Maybe the other time when you lived here, maybe you did something and then you went back and you were reborn here, so you can also be your own ancestor in some way.
What about those of us who don't believe in incarnation?
Those who do not believe in
I believe there is a life after death, but I don't believe that I will go and come back on this planet.
Yeah. Okay, it's not because that, okay, you may not believe in it, but you not believing in someone, it does not mean that it does not exist. Yeah. Because the reality is reality, whether you believe in it or not. The idea of reincarnation, when you reincarnate in this planet, you forget about your past lives. Maybe you have had more than 1,000 past lives. But once you come to this planet, when you come back, you forget all your past lives. The idea of forgetting your past life is to make sure that you are not attached to your past life. Because if you are supposed to learn a lesson in this life, and then now there are still beings in other lives, and then you attach yourself, then maybe you will not be focused.
Now, I'm also, that's getting very interesting.
Yeah.
The whole discussion about the matrix and the projection of reality. How practical does it improve the livelihood, what the experience right now we are experiencing currently? How the knowledge about the matrix, projection of the reality of your conscious from the past life, wanting to have a lessons, a particular lesson, a particular intention currently. How does that, probably, we have to look at it from a pragmatic point of view, having that knowledge, how does it improve your experience right now, or is it a predetermined experience?
Okay, because we said that everything originates from God, and we are just subdivisions of God itself. So the idea of having this life in 3D is God wanting to experience the 3D. So God is creating this reality so that God can experience this reality and learn from it. So that maybe it can continue creating more and more. The idea of maybe when there's a lot of negativity, because you know God is both the positive and negative. So when we say darkness and light, they are both aspects of God. And when there's a lot of, maybe we observe a lot of negativity in this world, God is still learning through these negative experiences. And maybe in future, if maybe God wants to create something, it will already have learned from these negative experiences.
Wait a minute. I also want to ask, in many religions, we have an idea of dualism, as you have put it, but they have separated, partitioned this. The good, God. The bad, evil or devil, or whatever evil. So for Christians, they say this is God, this is certain.
Yeah.
For the Muslims, they'll say this is Allah.
Yeah.
Na huyu mwingine ni?
We have Jesus in
No,
Christianity.
no, for the Muslims they say huyu ni Allah,
Yeah.
na huko kwingine ni Jehannam, where there is darkness. Na huko kwingine ni mbinguni.
Yeah.
So God is for the good. So it means there are two sources of reality. The bad reality comes from God. The good reality comes from God. The bad reality comes from Satan. So in this matrix, you are saying both the dark, the good, and the bad come from the same source.
Yeah,
it's one thing.
Yeah, everything comes from one source, God.
Mm.
We can call it source. Actually, I prefer to refer to God as source because it's the source of everything which exists.
Mm.
And therefore, everything which exists is also the source.
Mm.
So when we say there is darkness, where does it come from?
Mm.
It cannot come from somewhere else. It only has to come from God or source.
From a source.
Because there is nothing outside of God.
Mm.
Everything which exists was created by God, and therefore everything together collectively it is God.
Mm.
Yeah.
Now, in other words, we can get to a point where we don't blame some people who perpetuate negativity on our experience. We say they have projected negative energy to this matrix, so therefore probably it's not their fault. So if all of us on earth we agree, we may not end up taking somebody to court, for example, for killing, stealing, and such kind of crimes.
Yeah, so because everyone is here to learn lessons, we are not going that, we are not supposed to judge them, but they also have their own lessons to learn. And you know, we said that when you come here, you come with a mission. There's a contract, we can refer to it as a soul contract, that you sign for the things that you are coming to do in this planet. And therefore, the people that we see as maybe being negative or doing bad things,
as uncivil things, isn't it? Things which are not civil.
Yeah. It's because they have a contract that they have signed, and they have signed this contract so that they can help humanity to evolve through the bad things that they are experiencing. So let's say like we have a bad leadership. We have a president maybe who is doing things which are against us. So it is through these things that we can realize who we are, that we can open our eyes and see that we do not deserve this. We deserve better. And then we will see that this is very bad. You know, he is doing things very bad. We do not want this. What do we want? We want things which are better. You know, we want better leadership. And therefore the evil, the darkness has helped us to realize that there is light. We can get light. It is not just that we should put up with the negative things, but from these negative things, what are we learning? We are learning maybe we should stand for ourselves. You know, we should demand good leadership. We should demand maybe participation. So these beings also, because they have soul contracts, they also have their own lessons to learn. So maybe it's a bad leader, and this bad leader has been doing all the evil things to the people they are leading. So what are they? Maybe the people eventually will revolt against this person. So what are they going to learn? Maybe there is an idea that they are going to learn from that.
So in the next incarnation, if they become leaders, now they will become better. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Is that what you...
But in the next reincarnation, probably they are not going to be leaders. They are going to be the ones who are being led. And they are going to experience this bad leadership that they were exposing the others before.
Okay.
It's like the idea of karma, you know.
Okay.
If you lead maybe an evil life in this lifetime, you make people suffer. Once you come back, you are the one who is going to suffer, so that now you can experience those bad things that you exposed the other people to. So that now you can see and you can feel what it means, maybe to discriminate against people, maybe to have to do corruption.
Oh,
you know?
good.
Yeah.
Now, may I ask a question at this point before I forget?
Yeah.
What might be the connection between Hinduism and the matrix, the story of karma, reincarnation, and so on.
Actually, all the religions, they altogether they refer to the same thing, you know. If it's Muslim, they refer to their God as Allah. If it's Christian, they refer to maybe the source as God, or Jesus, or the prophet Muhammad. So all these things, eventually they are referring to the same God, to the same thing, the source. Although maybe they may have different teachings or different perceptions of what they refer to as God. But eventually, you know, because we have said everything comes from God.
Yeah.
So even when you are saying you are worshipping Allah, and another one is saying, I'm worshipping Jesus, where does Jesus come from? Where does God, where does Muhammad come from? They all come from God, source. And therefore, we are just worshipping the God, the source of all the creation.
Okay.
Yeah. But maybe there could be differences in how they perceive it.
I was trying to look at
Yeah.
the whole concept about the matrix is not very old. It's a new concept.
Yeah.
It did not originate a long time ago.
Yeah.
About the matrix having a conscience which is being projected on this reality, which, for example, we are not existing.
Yeah.
We are just a projection of a consciousness from another
realm or another dimension.
Let us use a better term, maybe from outside the earth.
Yeah.
Isn't it? That can be outside the what we can touch and feel. Maybe if I'm here, we are recording this podcast. As we are recording this podcast, somewhere, it's a reality which is being projected to this earth. That the podcast is not there. We are just projection of in a matrix. Now, what I was trying to say is this concept of matrix has come recently, but before, the other religions have been having some kind of say reincarnation and so on and so on, meaning that maybe the matrix is borrowing from the other religions, or is it the religions which confirm about the matrix? What can you say about the same? Is it the matrix borrowing from the religions, or it's the matrix confirming that the religions have a basis of that? Yeah.
You know, we are saying that everything comes from God, and therefore everything is interconnected to each other. The idea of people maybe coming to realize that the reality is what they have been taught for many years, or what they have been taught for maybe from childhood. It's because there is this energy which is being projected to the planet to make the people awaken and realize who they truly are. Because people are starting maybe to say that maybe I should not worship, or I should not go to church, or I should not pay negativity with negativity. This is the idea of spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening is an intrinsic or an energy within the human consciousness which makes the human consciousness to keep on evolving or to keep on growing and becoming better. So it is the energy within us which is awakening to our true self, because when God created us, He put this energy within us so that it can help us to evolve and to realize who we are. So people are starting the idea of that we live in a matrix because they are starting to notice, they are starting to question things, because it's only through questioning that you can maybe get ideas and get to know better. If you are not questioning, you are just going to be in the same position for many years. But once you start to question, then maybe you can have ideas and you can start to see reality for which it is. Because if you look at maybe how the world leadership has been for many years, it's like we have been controlled. If you look at the news we consume. These news are filtered to show us maybe 90% or 95% of negative things. So the mass media, maybe it's like it has been controlled to only show us maybe the bad news. And why do they want to show us the bad news? So that maybe we do not know that we can focus on better things.
Can I say there's a statement about the media, which you're mentioning?
Yeah.
They say, let us call it, what can I call it? They say no good news is news. No good news is
news.
Good news is no news.
Yeah.
All news has to be bad.
Yeah.
If you ask, if mostly what trends is negative.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about that, but you can put it from that aspect. If there's something else I wanted to ask about, there has been some form of evolution, as you put it, in our beliefs.
Yeah.
Essentially, Africans believed in ancestors and spirits and so on. Christianity believed in angels and other heavenly beings, cherubims and so on.
Yeah.
Same to other religions. Others multiplied their deities.
Yeah.
They compartmentalized this department, this God for in charge of this, this one in charge for the sky, for the ground, for hell, for war, for everything, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
Then we have, that's before the era of Renaissance. The world was much religious. People were very religious before evolution of science. With the discovery of in sciences, religion has taken some back seats, especially in the European countries, which were preaching about natural evolution. Now the idea about we originated from being created, also that then that's one.
Okay.
As we come through science, now we have come, people are also coming up with the idea of concept of metrics. Is it part of compensating for people running away from religion and other beliefs? Now that we have put our faith, science became like a religion of its own. Somehow people say we don't believe in God, we believe in science. Now is it that the idea of metrics might be compensating for people who are feeling somehow departing from religious belief? Now they are trying to rationalize without embracing Christianity, Islam and other religions. How can we embrace the idea of a supreme being creating, controlling the universe without mentioning all those kind of things? They say now it's a consciousness projecting on reality. Call it a matrix.
I would like to say that science and spirituality are the same. So the idea, for example, when we talk about evolution, science will talk about evolution, while spirituality or religion will talk about creation. Sometimes when you look at maybe the concept of the Bible, the Bible is written in such a way that it was written to the understanding of the people who lived through those times. So maybe these people could not understand the idea of evolution. So it was taught in a way that they could easily understand. It is true that a human has evolved for many decades in this planet. Actually, originally humanity was created. And let me first, because we said that the source is an individuation into many different realms. So there are realms just below the source who created humanity. Humanity
below the source.
Beings.
Below the
beings.
Below the source.
Yeah, beings. We can call these beings maybe like archangels.
Yes.
So these beings came with the idea of creating a race, and they call this race humans. Humans were created